So first of all, I'm going to detain you under section 1 apace.
Give my colleague your details, please.
Wonderful.
If you don't...
I don't have to under section 1 apace.
If you do not, under section 50 of Police Reform Act, I'm going to arrest you, take you to police...
Welcome to Alpha Hoopers, where we put misconduct on display, explore police and legal content, protect rights, and demand accountability. This episode is brought to us by Free Times Audits, so be sure to check the link below and subscribe to his channel and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, Auditor FTA is legally flying his drone over a police station when one of the most dangerously undertrained officers you'll ever see charges in and instantly puts FTA at risk, panicking, shouting nonsense commands, and slapping cuffs on him like he's dealing with an armed suspect. Then a second officer shows up and somehow makes it even worse, straight up inventing laws to force FTA into giving his details. But the best part is that FTA didn't let it slide and took legal action, walking away with a massive win.
PC Rana from Central Park Police Station, you right, bud?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Just wondering, I'm recording, my body warm's on. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm actually in control of an aircraft at the minute, so don't distract me.
No, I'm not distracting you. I just want to speak to you if everything's alright. You just got an aircraft with a camera, I presume, and you're flying over a police station. Is there any reason for that, pal?
Lots of reasons for everything, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a reason for absolutely everything, hence why I'm asking you.
You're distracting me, that's what you're doing.
I might be distracting you, but I just need to speak to you, pal.
You can wait, can't you? Please wait till I land it.
Absolutely, yeah, go ahead.
I'm not landing it right now.
What exactly are you trying to record, pal?
I'm just flying at the minute, mate.
For the moment, the reason as to why I'm coming to speak to you, do you want me to tell you?
To distract me?
No, negative, that's, well, if
You're distracting me now, so if I crash it into a car, it's your fault.
If I'm distracting you, that's just something that's occurred.
Something that's occurred. I've told you I'm in charge of an aircraft.
Why I'm trying to speak to
the reason why I'm telling you is because you're distracting me, and if I crash it, it's your...
This officer instantly exposes he has no grasp of drone safety, public safety, or even basic common sense as FTA is mid-flight with eyes up and hands on the controller when the officer barges in demanding answers even after being told he's actively creating a hazard, and instead of doing what any trained professional would, pause, let the pilot land, and then speak. He treats a live drone flight like casual chit-chat time, giving the dumbest possible answer when FTA correctly warns that a distraction could cause a crash into a car by saying, "If I'm distracting you, that's just something that's occurred." Basically admitting he's willing to cause a potentially dangerous incident just because he wants to talk right now, making the entire interaction reckless, irresponsible, and proof he had zero control of the situation.
There's a security concern.
Oh, is it? Congratulations.
Hence why this is on the radar at the moment. We've had people trying to follow police officers home. Hence why I'm trying to speak to you.
For what?
So
I'm not speaking to you at the minute. I'm flying an aircraft.
Do you want to land that down first, pal?
No.
Right, it's becoming a security issue now. I'm going to have to just put you in handcuffs.
Right, can I land it first?
Do you mind landing it then? Yeah? I can put you in handcuffs down and I have to stop searching, pal.
Alright.
That's how it is. Do you want to land it now? Or do you want to...
I'll land it now.
Go on then.
So you're detaining me?
Yes, at the moment I want to put you in handcuffs.
Under what section?
Section 1 apace, pal.
Alright.
So do you mind just...
Can I land it?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to move, do you?
Yeah, because I have to make sure it lands safely.
That's fine.
So,
you want to put that down in your backpack, something like that, at least it's out of the way so you don't need to worry about it?
So why are you detaining me?
Section 1 stop search, pal.
Section 1, so you think I'm coming equipped to steal?
Negative, that's not remotely close.
Oh, that's section 1 apace, isn't it?
Section 1 apace, yeah?
Yeah, is that what you do?
Section 1 apace is a stop search power, yeah?
Yeah, for what? For what reason?
If you like to put your hands away, I can handcuff you, then I can explain as I legally have to explain. I'll explain everything.
The officer's use of Section 1 of PACE wasn't just wrong. It showed he had no idea what power he actually needed, because Section 1 requires a very specific suspicion that a person has stolen goods or burglary equipment on them. Nothing to do with flying a drone, security concerns, or filming a police station. And when FTA hits him with the obvious test, "So you think I'm equipped to steal?" The officer immediately says no, destroying his own grounds. And instead of admitting he didn't know the correct legislation, he just grabbed the first power he remembered from training and forced it into a situation it had nothing to do with.
Detain you under Section 1 apace, which is stop search power. The reason as to why I'm doing so, hold on. The reason is why I'm doing so is because recently we've had information about individuals following police cars out of the stations in unmarked cars and playing cloned cars with fake number plates. If you want, you can like put that down.
No, it's alright.
That's fine, cool, pop noise. So that's one of the reasons as to why you're going to be detained. And now I can see you. I'm speaking to you. You're not giving me any reason as to why you're here at this very moment.
I don't have to account for being in a public place.
Absolutely not. You're not in a public place, but your drone is well within police property.
What, the airspace?
Yeah.
You do control the airspace, do you?
I'm not saying I control the airspace.
Well, you don't control the airspace.
As you can say, we've got recent intel claiming people are following police officers home in unmarked cars. I can't see that there's a car at the moment. I can't see any plane cars or the vehicle that I.
So you've got no reasonable grounds, then, have you?
I just explained my reasonable grounds.
No, they're not reasonable in my opinion.
My collar number's on my shoulder, pal. So if
I can't see it because of your collar.
You can see it right there, pal. My collar number's right there. If you've got any issues with anything that I'm doing today,
everything that you're doing,
well within your right to complain. That's not.
The officer revealed he didn't understand the basics of what he was dealing with because FTA's location determines his rights, not the flight path of a drone, and the airspace above the police station isn't owned or controlled by the force, but regulated nationally. Yet the real collapse came when he tried to justify a search by throwing out vague intel about people following officers home, as if that's somehow related to someone peacefully flying a drone over a building, and then unbelievably admitting he couldn't see any behavior that matched the intel, which is the moment his grounds died on impact, because once an officer openly acknowledges there's no observed behavior, the suspicion becomes nothing more than a story, and a story cannot authorize a search.
Absolutely not. No.
How long have you been in the job?
A couple of years.
Yeah, you should know better than
I still have a couple of things I need to say to you. She just interrupted me. The reason...
You're not searching me then?
The ground... I am searching you. I'm just locking that up there so it doesn't hurt your wrists.
Right. Thought you was unlocking it.
No, I've seen it. I'm looking after you, if anything.
You're not looking after mine, you put me in handcuffs.
That's for your safety and my safety, you know how it is. The objects of my search is anything that could be used to follow police officers home or anything that could be used in illegal means. Do you understand what I mean?
No.
Right, so essentially I'm looking for items.
So a car would be to follow...
Absolutely, so I'm looking for car keys for this certain car that I'm looking for.
What car are you looking for?
At the moment...
you don't know, do you? You're making it up. You're making it up as you go.
Not, absolutely.
Tell me what car it is then.
Absolutely.
Tell me what car it is then.
Personal information.
Oh, what an idiot.
Police safety and awareness. So I can't really tell you
Idiot.
That's fine.
Oh, look at this now, idiots.
Yeah,
no, I'm not, mate. No, I'm not. Being detained for illegal activity.
It's drawn about this recent... Yeah.
This is where the officer's story completely falls apart, because he tries to justify the search by claiming he's looking for car keys for a certain vehicle supposedly linked to people following officers home. Yet the second FTA asks what car, the officer freezes and hides behind. That's personal information, a slip that tells you everything since he clearly didn't have a specific car in mind at all. And if the suspicion were real, he'd be able to state something. A color, a model, a partial plate. Anything, but instead he makes the claim and immediately refuses to support it. And the moment an officer starts inventing details to prop up a search he's already decided to carry out, it becomes crystal clear this was never about following anyone home, but about finding any excuse to justify a search he was determined to perform.
He's doing it! Come over here.
No,
come over here. Come over here now. I'll get your equipment. Come over here now. Listen to me now. My colleague's not already explained this to you. You're now detained under Section 1 of PACE, which is the Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984. The reasons for this are, I've got reason to suspect you're in the commission of offence by committing hostile reconnaissance in an area that's not open to the public. Right. You are going far beyond YouTubing for a YouTube video.
Really?
You are flowing an unmanned aircraft without authorisation over a police station.
Don't need authorisation.
Pull that down.
No, that's illegal. Straight away.
It's not illegal.
It's really not
so
illegal.
I've got reasonable grounds to believe.
No.
I need to know.
This is for religious purposes.
It's not religious.
Yeah, it is.
You want to get a reaction for whatever YouTube video you're doing, so this is what's going to happen. My colleague's going to put your handcuffs behind your back and you're going to get stop searched. Once that's done, let's get your details. If I don't find anything in that bag on the grounds of the search and the stop search that we do, anything that prohibited items or illegal in the commission of the offence you've potentially committed, you will maybe...
The second officer comes in twice as loud and half as informed, immediately claiming FTA is flying without authorization over a police station, clinging to the same old myth that anything flown near a police building must somehow be illegal, even though UK airspace isn't controlled by the police unless the CAA has marked the area as restricted, which this wasn't, meaning FTA is fully entitled to fly there, and police stations don't get special no-fly bubbles just because they don't like being filmed. And then without warning he reaches out and pulls down FTA's face covering with no request, no lawful power, and nothing but ego and entitlement. Even though a face covering isn't contraband, isn't obstructing a search, and is simply personal clothing.
I want your details. You have caused members of staff at this police station in an area that's not open to the public.
Didn't go in.
Alarm. I'm not saying you did, but you flew your drone over the police station.
Which isn't illegal.
Let me explain to you now. You need authority to be flying an unmanned aircraft like that over 120 metres high in the sky, which is 400 feet.
I didn't go over 120 metres.
Well, we need to ascertain that. So what's going to happen now is you're going to give my colleague your details in a minute. We're going to stop search you under Section 1 of PACE 1984. Once that's done, we'll P&C you, find out who you are, and what I suggest you do is you really think on about the behaviour you're committing. I get there's people like auditors, I get there's people that are interested in police stations, but you have not got permission off the Chief Constable of Greater Manchester Police or the council to be filming this police station intrusively in an area that's clearly not open to the public. So at the moment, you're being detained for a stop search. Once that's been done, we will go further from there about what we're going to do.
The second officer doesn't even bother pretending he understands drone law and simply states his own rules as if they're legislation, telling FTA he needs permission from the chief constable or the council, which isn't a misunderstanding, but someone genuinely believing police ownership of a building gives them ownership of the sky above it. The same logic as saying you need Tesco's permission to fly over the car park. Completely invented, completely unlawful, and delivered with full confidence. And instead of enforcing regulations, he was just defending his patch. And when he realized he had no power to stop a legal drone flight, he defaulted to the one move badly trained officers always rely on: assert authority loudly and hope the public folds.
Wonderful.
If you don't...
I don't have to under Section 1 of PACE.
let me explain to you now. You do, because let me explain something to you now. If you do not, under Section 50 of Police Reform Act, I'm going to arrest you, take you to police custody, and live scan your fingerprints, get your photographs and DNA to find out who you are, because you've caused several members of staff in here. Let me explain. Let me finish speaking. Listen, you've gone a level beyond filming the front of the gate of police station. You've flown the drone around the police station, and my colleague saw you doing it from a top window in this building. This colleague stood here. For that reason, I can be satisfied now that you've gone beyond the level of causing harassment, alarm and distress to colleagues in here. So you give me those details. If you don't, that's fine. We'll take you to police custody and we'll find out who you are there.
On one condition.
It's not under condition. That's what's going to happen.
I want my phone recording you saying that I have to.
No, we've got body cam.
No, because I'll never get hold of that.
Yeah, you can.
No, I've tried it before. I don't get it.
Well, ultimately, mate, listen to me now. You've got 5 to 10 seconds to make a decision. If you don't, I'm going to take you to police custody. Following the search, we're going to carry out under Section 1 of PACE 1984.
Right, search me first, and then I'll give me details.
That's fine. Okay. Good.
The Section 50 threat was the final proof these officers were completely out of their depth, as the second cop tried to claim FTA had caused harassment, alarm, and distress not to members of the public, but to police officers who chose to confront him, detain him, lie about the law, and pull his face covering off, which isn't Section 50 but pure desperation, because he wasn't responding to any criminal behavior, but reacting to being challenged by someone who knew his rights, and FTA's own comment. Under the video confirms exactly why the force ended up paying out when a viewer asked the obvious question: how does items that could be used to follow officers home justify a Section 1 of PACE search? And the answer was that it doesn't, because the officer literally made it up, and FTA responded bluntly: yeah, illegal stop and search with no grounds. Civil Claim 1, which is the whole case in one line since the powers were misused, the grounds didn't exist, and the force had no defense, so they settled because they knew if it went to court, every lie, every unlawful threat, and every fabricated justification would be exposed. And what makes this incident stand out isn't just the bad policing, but how fast a normal harmless moment turned into a full-scale meltdown, as FTA was literally mid-flight telling the officer, "You're distracting me. This is dangerous." And instead of stepping back like any responsible professional would, the officer pushed harder, which became the theme of the entire encounter, because every time common sense appeared, the police sprinted in the opposite direction. And then came reinforcement, not to de-escalate or correct mistakes, but to stack new ones on top, suddenly accusing FTA of hostile reconnaissance, illegal flying, harassment, following officers home, and whatever else they could invent to maintain control of a situation that had already fallen apart. All of it emotional policing disguised as law. And the harder they pushed, the clearer it became that they weren't acting from training, but from panic and pride, which is exactly why the payout hit so hard. And when FTA confirmed he won the civil claim, it wasn't surprising, but the only possible ending since unlawful stop, unlawful search, fabricated grounds, threats of Section 50, and drone laws made up on the spot are each enough to expose a force, making the payout inevitable as the officers walked away looking clueless and FTA walked away proving again that the law doesn't bend. And that's it for today's video. So if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because it really helps me continue with my independent coverage. And also don't forget to check out Free Time's Audit, whose channel is linked in the description. Show him some love. And thanks for watching. This was Alpha Hoopers, and I'll see you in the next